My name is Najwa Nabila binti Hashim and my matrix number is 06DSK20F1007.
My name is Mohamad and Khairy bin Kosol Napatalung. My matrix number is 06DSK20F1040.
Saya Nur Syazwani binti Haromizam bernama matrik 06DSK20F1042.
My name is Nur Irdina Rifqah binti Faizal. My matrix number is 06DSK20F1046.
To start our presentation, we will briefly explain the introduction of green technology. Green technology is an initiative that is developing numerous methodology and materials enhancements, ranging from energy generation techniques to non-toxic cleaning solutions. The fundamental goal to achieve in this fast increasing profession is economic development, sustainability.
Definition is conservation is commonly defined as the control of the human use of natural resource of current public benefit as well as long-term social and economic utilization, the protection, preservation, management or restoration of natural settings and the ecological communities that inhabit them is referred to as environmental conservation. Its concept. The concept of environmental conservation is a practice that prepare the way of individuals, organizations, and the governments to safeguard the environment and natural resource. Various major environmental challenges are wreaking havoc on people's life. Overpopulations, hydrological challenge, ozone depletion, and global warming, as well as deforestation, desertification, and population all pose serious threats to human survival. It is foolish to accept positive progress unless its environmental conservation become an effective mass movement, especially in the age of digital media, which has the potential to spark a revolution to save our planet from destruction.
The Malaysia's awareness regarding environment conservation. The primary causes of environmental degradation are amendment activities based on the investigation of the importance of identifying social psychological factors among Malaysians. The level of public environmental awareness and behavior has been determined. A nationwide survey of environmental knowledge and behavior in 13 states and 3 federal territories was undertaken. The findings reveal that Malaysia's present degree of environmental awareness and behavior in 4 categories, in which water pollution, air pollution, waste management, and climate change. Furthermore, the reason for the environment is a sociological problem is a little more complicated. Changes in economic and environmental policies are required to solve our environmental challenges, and the possible execution and impact of these changes is largely influenced by the social and political variables. Environmental efforts, often known as the environmental movement, are a social movement, and the environment is affected whether individuals, corporations, or governments intend to harm it. Importance of environmental awareness. Environmental awareness is a critical issue that must be addressed. Reduce your energy consumption as one of the first steps in becoming more ecological conscious. This could include driving a less polluting car or bike. Moreover, environmental consciousness is essential since it can help to reduce pollution and global warming. It can also contribute to a more sustainable environment by encouraging the use of renewable resources such as solar, wind, and water. To simplify it, the knowledge of awareness regarding our environment allows individuals and communities to gain insight into the fragility of the environment and the need to maintain and protect them from degradation and adopt sustainability practices and policies. The importance of environmental awareness on students. In order to improve the environment, responsible action is taken. Environmental education teaches us about both natural and built surroundings, which connecting us to our surroundings. Environmental education develops awareness of environmental issues that affect the environment on which we all rely, as well as measures we can do to enhance and sustain it. A healthy lifestyle are highly encouraged, and as it gets students to go outside and be active, it also helps address some of the health issues we find in children today, such as obesity, attention deficit disorder, and also depression. Other than that, environmental education also helps students in understanding how their decisions and actions affect the environment. It builds knowledge and skills needed to manage complex environmental concerns and teach them how to take action to keep our environment healthy and sustainable for the future. Critical and creative thinking skills are enhanced. It encourages students to do research in investigating how and why things happen and make their own decisions about complex environmental issues. By developing and enhancing critical and creative thinking skills, EE helps foster a new generation of informed consumers, such as workers, as well as policy or decision makers.
Causes of environmental pollution: production and consumption of oil, a non-renewable resource, is one of the major causes of environmental pollution. There are numerous causes of the environmental contamination that we currently experience. So mismanagement is another factor in environmental damage. As a result, they are all kill aquatic life over the world. Global warming is another problem associated with environmental damage. The increase in greenhouse gases rises the temperature of the atmosphere on the earth.
Methods of conservation. The first one is green transportation. Any form of transportation that is quote-unquote green and has no influence on the environment is referred to as sustainable transportation. In order to be sustainable, transportation must balance out present and future needs. For example, towards sustainable transport in Malacca would be the first country to introduce the electric bus for public transportation. Second is green energy. The green technology in Malaysia consists of a range of initiatives and policies which aim to increase the use of environment-friendly approaches in every sector to reduce the reliance on fossil fuels and environment impact. The types of clean energy sources that is being used in Malaysia, such as hydropower, wind power, or solar energy. Number 3 is waste management. Due to population growth and development, there is a rising amount of waste produced, yet only a small percentage of it is recycled. Landfills appears to be Malaysia's favorite method of managing solid waste management at the present time. And lastly is green building. The Green Building Index, or GBI, is a mechanism that Malaysia uses to develop and approve green buildings. The GBI provides developers with instructions and rating tools to help them comprehend and design structures that are in line with the effectiveness and advantageous environmental aim of green design.
From our perspective, we are inspired by the great wonders of the natural world. It is the foundation of our society, economy, and very life. Our woods, rivers, oceans, and soils give us the food we eat, the air we breathe, and the water we need to irrigate our crops. They provide us with a wide range of additional products and services that are essential to our well-being, pleasure, and prosperity. Hence, to help us better comprehend the entire effects of the decisions we make, we need to consider the worth of nature in economic and social terms. We can consider the long-term benefits for people, the economy, as well as, of course, the nature itself, instead of making judgment primarily on short-term financial interests. We are convincing businesses and governments to care for the environment more carefully in order to ensure that it can support us all in the future. Now for the conclusion, we are now aware about our environment, environmental issues, and ways by which we can initiate to save our environment. All of us must take a pledge to save the environment so that our kids can live a healthy and peaceful life in the future. Taking these kinds of initiatives is helpful in favor of the long-term life of humans in this planet. Parents should be apply these measures and enforce them on their young ones as well. Also, the government and the education system should be encourage programs and events where children would be taught about our environment in interactive ways. Likewise, environmental awareness helps us to understand the consequences of our actions and how we can avoid causing harm to the environment. It also leads to positive changes like a more efficient use of resources, less waste production, and cleaner our air and water.